Amanda Gorman. That's who we're speaking about this morning as we consider the amazing success that she had only last year. Hi there, it's Michael here with you again at the Unleash Academy, the home of real education. So I recently read an article that spoke about this individual, Amanda Gorman. I do not know if you've ever heard about her, but this was the first time that I was hearing about this individual, Amanda Gorman. In this article, Amanda recounts the numerous fears that she had to overcome in order to deliver her poem entitled The Hill We Climb. The Hill We Climb. She talks about the numerous fears that she had to overcome in order to deliver her poem at the inauguration of President Biden last year, January 20th, 2021 to be precise. As I read the article, and as I read of the many fears that Amanda had to overcome, and mind you, she was only 23 years at the time. 23 years. That made her the youngest inaugural poet ever to deliver her poem, a poem, at the inauguration of a president in US history ever. The youngest inaugural poet ever. Amanda talks about the discouraging voices that told her that she couldn't do it, that she shouldn't do it. Amanda talks about the nightmares that she had. She talks about the negativity that kept coming to her mind, that kept flooding her mind. Negative thought after negative thought after negative thought. The fears were incessant. But Amanda, the very night before she gave her poem at President Biden's inauguration, Amanda discloses to us that she believed she would regret it if she did not give herself the chance to give that poem. Amanda didn't want to live in regret for the rest of her life. She felt the fear. She knew that she came this close to opting out and to refusing the offer to give her poem at the inauguration of President Joe Biden. But you know what? Amanda felt the fear and did it anyway. Amanda was able to overcome her fears. Amanda was able to break through the limitation of her fears that were seeking to hold her back, to imprison her, to keep her trapped, to keep her locked down and locked up. Do you know what would have happened if Amanda allowed her fear, the fear, to rule her life? Do you know what would have happened if Amanda allowed herself to be kept back? The world would never have gotten the opportunity to hear that wonderful poem, The Hill We Climb. So many persons were inspired. So many persons were motivated. So many persons were encouraged because of the simple message contained in the poem that was delivered by 23-year-old Amanda Gorman. Just think of the amazing success that you could be having right now. Just think of the amazing success that you can create in your life right now if you were only able to break through the limitation of fear in your life. Just think how amazing, how revolutionary, how fulfilling, how satisfying your life could be right now if, like Amanda, you broke through and overcame the limitation of fear. Amanda was able to soar like an eagle. You too can soar like an eagle. You too can do extraordinary things when you overcome fear in your life. When we overcome the fears in our lives, that's when we begin to do amazing, remarkable, extraordinary things. When we break through the limitations of fear, that is when we give ourselves license to begin living life in the most abundant and authentic way that we ever possibly can. I decided that I was going to honor the life that I have and no longer allow the fear to hold me back. Will you decide right now to honor the life that you have been given, to live life at its fullest, to step out and to conquer the limitations of fear so that you get to live the best life that you ever possibly could? Would you resolve with me to live such a life starting today? I invite you to make that resolve. To make that resolution in your heart that you will not allow fear to limit you, to hold you back, to tie you down, to keep you from rising to the greatness of the potential that you have been endowed with. You've been given so much potential. Do not dishonor your life by living up only according to this much potential when you have all of this amazing potential. Use it, develop it, stretch it, and unleash it. Amanda Gorman, the youngest inaugural poet to ever deliver a poem at a presidential inauguration. We are so happy of her success and we congratulate her on a job well done. So these are the words of the guy with the heart on his head, reminding you once again that when you unleash yourself, Amanda was able to unleash herself and to break through her fears, to deliver a stunning oration. I want to remind you that when you unleash yourself, anything becomes possible. I am still waiting for someone to prove me wrong. When you unleash yourself, anything becomes possible. I wish you a great day. Take good care. God's blessings and have a wonderful day today. Bye-bye.